What's up, Steeler Nation? We back at it again, baby, with a Week 11 analysis of your Ravens week game, rivalry week. We have a lot to say for this one. I'm your boy Noah with Korea. Once again, Korea, how we doing? How we feeling after this one? First of all, I gotta ask you.
Oh, we feeling pretty good. No, we feeling pretty good. Eight and
Eight
two,
and
baby.
two, 8-2, looking pretty nice at the top of that AFC North division, huh? Our first divisional game in the AFC North this year. So far, we're looking pretty good. Battled it out and fought a tight game with 18-16 as our final. Korea, feel free to give us what were your biggest takes of this game.
I did like the game that we played against the Ravens. We played at home and we came out and showed our all, did what we could. It was a pretty close game, as you said, 16-18. I am looking forward to the upcoming weeks that we have. It's really crazy that we are getting down to the bottom of the season already. We are heading into December football pretty soon, so that's going to be really fun to watch. Hair big or whatever, however you pronounce it. But I'm really glad that he came back. It was so nice seeing him in the game and just seeing his energy and like what he could do for the Steelers. I miss seeing that, so it was really nice. Najee had a couple good plays as well himself. But I mean, I just feel like we always say this week by week, but everybody's just got to stay healthy. In my opinion, it could have went a little bit better in terms of, like I said moments ago, when it came to just more possession, scoring touchdowns more rather than the field goals. But hey, I mean, we still managed to pull a win, so I'm happy. And, as long as we keep stacking up those wins, that's all that matters, and I'm happy about that.
Yep, yep, yeah. Win's a win, like you said, and so whether it's ugly or it's by more than two possessions, that's it's kind of how we roll. We've always won games like that. We've always won those hard fought, nail biting, close games that are just like all defense. And I feel like that's what this was on both sides too. I gotta give the Ravens credit for being ready defensively. I didn't think they'd be like that good defensively when we played them. But my gosh, man, how does Derrick Henry only have 13 carries? Like, what are y'all doing, man? Like, I'm not complaining about this happening, but golly, man. Other than that, on a good note, defense is definitely like Super Bowl caliber. You can't tell me otherwise. If that doesn't tell you something about our defense after that game, I don't know what does. I mean, Patrick Queen, talk about a legacy game. Talk about a revenge game. Good for him. He's been balling out ever since the bye week, and it's really, really made a mark on our defense. I think that having his presence now is just it adds on to our aura as that top defensive look. And my gosh, Peyton Wilson, what a play, man! God, rookie making the play on the sideline on the wheel route, beautiful, beautiful. That came in a game that came at a time. I think that and Nick Herbig's forced fumble at the beginning of the game, I think that really solidified our momentum. I think if those plays don't happen, it's a whole different ballgame. Um, I think potentially Ravens might have that lead and might have that game if those don't happen. I'm being dead ass. I would love to. Obviously, I'd love to see the offense do more. Offense was a bit lackluster, I guess I should say, during the game. Yes, the field goals were great. Shout out Boz for being money all year. We would all like to see Russ take that interception back in the back of the end zone. That one worried me a bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, Russ, that was to the wrong person, buddy. But I will give Russ this though. Like our pass pro has been pretty shaky all year, so he hasn't really had much time to take more deep shots as I'd like them to take. Our run game was pretty meh, if you ask me. Like we had some solid solid run plays, but it wasn't like splash plays like we had the last few weeks, But we got it done though. Defense got it done. They stepped up when they needed to. I mean, they worked with like this much of a cushion. Like it's ridiculous. So I got to give them that. You can't really blame them for much. Minka Fitzpatrick still makes the tackles that he needs to be and still is in the places where he needs to be. I know he's not I know he's been talking to media a lot about like not having crazy stats like he has in the past, but he's still making plays. If you really look at the film, he is still making game-saving tackles. Like he's everywhere. He's literally everywhere. So I got to give him that credit that he deserves. And yeah, overall, man, like and I feel like a lot of this one part of the game, not a lot of people talking about. You remember that 2-point conversion, that first initial like 2-point conversion like attempt before they snapped it and someone took that timeout?
Yeah.
Like that was like looking like a jump pass type of play. They were definitely going to convert. So after that, they just literally flipped the play, and Lamar just literally just running with it, doing who God knows what he was doing on that play without
Yeah.
Derrick Henry in the play. Like it's just like coaches like that. Like no average coach is making a timeout or call like that. Like that's
Right.
something a generational coach does. And I feel like not a lot of people are talking about that moment because that literally saved the game. And
I agree. It did.
yeah, so
Because we were literally like almost at a point, we were sort of on the verge of possibly taking a lose, like a loss, like a L.
yep.
But honestly, we didn't because, we got saved. And then our defense, they came clutch, so
Mm-hmm.
that was
Yep.
real good.
And I liked how Arthur Smith threw in Justin Fields for a few run plays in there and gave him
Yeah,
So I like
that
to
was
see that.
nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh wait,
Right?
that is Fields.
Like,
Yeah,
I was
so
like, that's not Russ.
yeah, and so
Yeah.
I would personally like to see them do that more closer to the red zone. But I actually have a question for you before we head things out of here, Korea.
Yeah, of course.
Does this after seeing this win, us being 8-2 now at the top of the division, do you think you can say that the Steelers are the top team in the AFC right now?
I think they are, Noah. I think they are because, I'm not trying to bring up other teams, but, we have like the Chiefs. They got handed their first L of the season on Sunday, and it was the Bills that beat them. And honestly, I feel like the AFC is looking pretty hot right now. But I feel like since we beat the Ravens, because Ravens, they have 4 losses, and then we have only 2. So, I mean, I feel like for us, at least we have like the better record. Um, but all that aside, I mean, I do feel like the Steelers are one of the best teams right now. Now, when I watch the Steelers play, I'm not really panicking like I was before because, us Steeler fans, we had to go through all this like all
So much
this
stress.
drama. Yeah, all this drama and stress. And now I'm happy that this team is doing what they're doing. And I just hope that they keep it up. And I hope
Hmm.
that they keep stacking wins. And it would be amazing to go 10-2. Really hoping for that. I'm hoping to go 9-2 after Thursday. And if
Hmm.
we go 9-2, oh my gosh, like we're definitely going to go to the playoffs. That's for sure. We're already going to the playoffs right now. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, it's our chances are going to be even higher.
I gotta agree with you on saying that the Steelers are the best team in the AFC. I think after this win, that definitely solidifies that theory. Mainly because the Ravens. I think going into this game, the Ravens were averaging like what 30 points a game, like 400 yards a game, and then we literally cut those in half and beat them. Like I think if you do that to a team like that, that's definitely a statement. And yeah, so and like and we're first in their division. So I think that really goes to show. And I also think we're better than the Chiefs.
Really? You think
Yeah, I
so?
do. No, I do. Yeah, I think the Chiefs have issues this
Hmm.
year. This is definitely not the best Chiefs team in the last like 3 seasons, in my opinion. I think defensively they're good, but like offensively it's not great. I think we could go toe to. I think we're better than the Bills too. Shit. I know that they have Josh Allen at quarterback. They have a better quarterback situation, obviously, but
Yeah.
with our situation is different. You don't need to make type of Josh Allen plays from Russell Wilson. You need to be able to just spread the ball around. That's how our offense works, and he's been doing a great job of that. So, plus we have the best defense in the league. So,
Yes, we do.
considering
That part.
and special teams. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
considering us, yeah, and I think considering our tough schedule compared to the other teams too, the way that we've been playing, you got to give us that. So those are the main points behind why I think we're the best team in the AFC right now. But hopefully we keep that train rolling. So that's us for Steel Curtain Weekly. I'm your host Noah with Korea. We're gonna come back at you this next week shortly after that Thursday night game in Cleveland. So Steel Nation, let's stay up 8-2. Let's keep chugging, everybody. Let's get it. Here we go.
Woo, here we go, Steelers. Let's go.